Good morning, all you lovely people out there. I probably don't have anybody on yet. Well, actually, I know I don't. Which is okay. The whole live thing is interesting, really, because I don't mind doing it, actually. But I would love it if you do catch this video at some point. If you wouldn't mind commenting on it, like a live video that you kind of like the idea of having done. Because, I'm just doing my makeup, and that's great and everything, using the products and all that stuff, and able to talk about how to apply them and all that. But it seems like there ought to be some very interesting video content that I can do. And so, the ocean challenge was pretty awesome. I enjoyed doing the sweat challenge, things like that. So if you can think of something exciting along those lines, good morning, Katie. Let me know. Drop it in the comments if there's something that you'd like to see me do. For one thing, if you're looking for me to test out some of these products or demonstrate them more if I haven't, just drop that in the comments or send me a message or whatever so that I can look into trying to do that for you. So that, hopefully a lot of these videos will just be something very, very interesting. And it won't necessarily just be me putting on my makeup. Always using primer first. It's amazing. That's one thing that's drastically changed since I started using Younique. I always put on primer before I put on my makeup now. I never used to do that, but it's just so nice and silky. And I think it really gives me a good base for my makeup. I saw this thing on Facebook, and they took sponges, just regular, like, real cheap makeup sponges, right? The little white squishy ones, and they put primer on one and they didn't on the other. And then on top of that, they put the foundation, like liquid foundation that they were going to use. And the sponges, like, it was so neat. The one with the primer, it was real smooth looking on top of the sponge, Sponges aren't smooth. And then the other one without the primer was all, it had sunk down into the sponge. And so it was a really neat demonstration of, like, the difference that it makes to use primer on your face before you put foundation on. So that's kind of neat. I actually have BB cream is my very, very, very favorite thing in the whole wide world. Right next to the Epic mascara, because I love that too. But I got the lightest color because I was coming right out of the winter time. And now, well, I got ahead of myself and I went to the beach and I went to the pool several times. So all of a sudden my skin was a whole lot darker than it was before. And so I can still use this color, but and warm it up with my bronzer, but it's getting to the point that it's just a little too drastically light for my skin. So I have ordered the next color. It's Bisque, and I'm waiting for it to come. So today I'm going to use some of the liquid foundation. I actually have a long day ahead of me. And so this stuff is very long lasting, and it has a very matte finish, which is cool. And I'm going to use the color Linen today because of the tan situation. I actually wanted to talk to you guys about the event that I have coming up. So if you're local, right, I was looking for just cut off all my talking. I was looking for an event that I could do locally where I could do live demos and stuff. And I was able to find one, and I contacted them about being able to have indoor space during the event because of the nature of what I do. It's summertime, and if I was outside, I don't think live makeup demos would go that well because people would be all, like, gross and sweaty. I know this because I do face painting for kids, and we've definitely had very, very hot outdoor events that we've done, and that's exactly what happens. The kids are all real sweaty and everything, and you know, and if it's face painting, it's not that big of a deal when they're kids and stuff, but when they're grown adults and they're wanting to know how the makeup is and how it looks on their face and everything, it kind of makes a pretty big difference to be outside, outdoors with them all sweaty and everything. Now, so you know, I put on my primer, and then I put the liquid foundation right on my, I wish I had their kabuki brush. It just came back in, their kabuki. It's very, very good putting this stuff on with that. But I dropped the liquid in the little drips right onto my brush, and then sort of dotted it all over my face to spread it around. And the thing I love about this product, which I've said in previous, good morning, Lisa, previous videos, is it covers so well. I have bumps and I have dark circles under my eyes, and it's hilarious really because I use this brush and go over it with the liquid foundation, and it's almost like a magic eraser, you know, those little white spongy things that you use to take off like hard to remove things. So I just go over it with my brush. And when Anna has watched me put on makeup, or Emery, I always call it my magic eraser. And so suddenly all the imperfections on your face just sort of go away. And some have, you know, some darker tints, you know, or a lot of blemishes on their face or whatever, and the concealer is excellent for that. Some people actually use the concealer and mix it with the BB cream. If they really like the BB cream, but they need a little bit more coverage, then they mix it with that. And from what I've heard, that has a very good effect if you're trying to cover up like some serious age spots or serious dark circles or serious blemishes. It can be helpful to do that. So, but back to that event that I'm doing, I was able to get indoor space. And it's at a local shop called Honey Blossom. And I actually need to go down there and visit them. I feel like I've been in their shop before, but I'm not positive. And either way, I wanted to go down there and sort of meet them, you know. So I'm planning on doing that as soon as I can, probably next week, because I've got a lot going on this week. But I want to go down there and check out their shop and figure out where I'm going to set up. And it's kind of fun. I'm actually trying to figure out how to do that, how to set up a shop somewhere. Just a little pop-up Younique store, basically. And so that's been kind of an interesting little thing that I've been working on. But if you are local, I hope that you'll come by. I think it's June 21st that the event is. And it's Nights on Broadway. So if you haven't heard about it, go on Facebook. The event's on there. Markets on Broadway, I think, kind of has a lot to do with that event. Planning it and everything. So I just put my blush right on the apples of my cheeks. I know that's probably not the most popular place to put it, but that's what I do. And then my bronzer under my cheekbones. Now, this is just a little tip from me to you. You may not agree with this, but my bronzer. I notice some people put the bronzer on top of their cheekbone, okay? But that's not the idea. You want to put it under. So when you go like this with your face, you see me doing it. You can see that line right there. You want to deepen that line. That's the whole point of the contouring. Sort of helping those lovely cheekbones stand out. And so you just sort of brush it in there towards your mouth, just right straight down underneath your cheekbones. Very important little detail in my opinion, because if you put it on top, it's totally defeating the purpose of what you're trying to do, in my opinion. You also have to make sure you blend it very well. I have a big old fluffy brush. I just kind of blend everything in so it's not real obvious. I don't want real distinctive lines on my face or anything like that. And I do actually take my bronzer and go along my jawline just a little bit. Because, you know, people talk about the three, and that's basically what I'm doing. I just don't do it in that order. First I do this part, and then I do that part. Or vice versa. but it all comes out the same way. So anyway, I've got my basic face on now. So we're looking at liquid foundation and bronzer and blush. And I don't have anything else going on right now. I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows real quick, because they're very important, and I find that I really notice if I have forgotten to do my eyebrows, which I do. I forget to do them sometimes. You know, and if I was to be in a picture or anything like that, or if I catch myself in a mirror or something, and I'm like, oh, I forgot to do my eyebrows, it's very noticeable to me. It makes a big difference. And I think when they say it frames the face, they really have something there. Anyway, so I'm getting prepared for that event, and I actually was looking to do a giveaway during this event. So I was pondering like what I could do as far as that goes and how to do it, which I haven't nailed down every detail, but I did come up with a cool thing, gosh, that I could give away. So I have the sparkly little I have the sparkly little pouch. It's really cute, and it's full. I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but it's full of all kinds of little cosmetic-y things, okay? I don't know. You know the kids love the surprise eggs and all that sort of stuff. So here's your grown ladies bag here, and full of all sorts of surprise cosmetics, okay? There's all sorts of different things in here, because I was signed up for Ipsy for a little while, and this bag was brand new. I'd never even messed with it. So I was like, you know what? This bag is really pretty. I'm not really using it. I have my Younique, my giant bag over here. So I'll just fill it with all sorts of little goodies and do a giveaway, right? So that's kind of cute. So I'll probably draw names. I haven't decided exactly how I'm going to do it. But I'll probably do a live while I'm at the event. And if you want your name in that drawing, I'll probably let you just drop your comment there, put my name in or whatever, and then do a drawing at the end of the event. To go out. Wow. The power's trying to go out. This is so weird. Okay, looks like I'm still on. My phone has data, so hopefully that'll still be connected. If I do lose power, y'all will still be able to see me because I have all my little lights. Okay, so there's that. Another thing that's cool, this is just fun, but I made myself a little, one of those bindery things. Walmart had these really cute ones, and I made a little thing to go in it with my Younique on it, and I have all kinds of little info in here and lists and like goals and all sorts of different things inside of my notebook there. I'll tell you, running this business is a lot of fun. I'm kind of just doing it in my spare time, but yesterday I kind of stayed home and worked from home, so I had a little bit extra time, and took a little bit of time to work on my business page and stuff. And I'll tell you, I don't want to do eyeliner yet. I'm going to get my palette out, number 4. And, where is oh, here. And I'm going to do my usual. So I grab my lightest color here. This is called Tender. And I always do the tear duct thing with that. I don't know if you can really see that. It just adds just a little bit of shimmer to that area. And then under the eyebrow, I'll do the same on the other side. And the whole purpose of this is just to brighten your eyes. I personally don't like to cake it on or anything like that. It's not supposed to look like you're covered in makeup or something. It's just a very light little accent, a little highlight to sort of wake your eyes up a little bit. And that works pretty well for me. So I just do that before I get started with anything else. And I think I have my navy blue on today, so I think I'm going to go really, really basic with my makeup here. I'm going to take this Cheerful right here. I'm just going to put a little bit of that on the lid, not a lot, because I'm not looking to do a nighttime look here. Just looking to give a little bit of shadow on my eyelid. And I'm always very, very careful about how I blend. Make sure that it's well blended. And I just barely take it up above the crease, very, very lightly. And I have a pretty fluffy brush, so it blends it pretty well and pretty easily and quickly. Same thing over here. And then what I'm going to do, once I've got this all blended in, is I'm going to do my eyeliner. And then I'm going to do my favorite little thing where I add my navy blue right on top of my eyeliner. And some people don't like to be matchy-matchy like that, you know, but I kind of like it. Okay. Now you see I just have a very, very gentle light wash of blue on my eyelids. Very, very light. And I bring in my brown liner. Just the outer corner is what I like to do. And then tight lining the upper waterline. And as I've said previously, this is because I have slightly hooded eyes. It's just a way to get your eyeliner on there without it taking up any extra space on your eyelid. So I keep the liner very, very close to my lashes on top of it. And then add a little extra underneath the lashes. That just makes your lashes look that much thicker. And I feel pretty sure that you could tight line even if you didn't have hooded eyes. It's sort of something I feel is a little bit more necessary when you do have hooded eyes. So there's that. Oh, you know what? I don't have the right brush that I want for this. 1 second. I had to go somewhere the other day and I threw all my makeup in my bag, and I didn't take the time to put it in all the little convenient pockets that they provide in there. So, okay, so you know, took my darkest color here, right? My navy blue, Triumphant, and I actually really like this flat brush. It's the Cream Shadow Brush by Younique. I think it's perfect for adding the extra little color on top. Because of it being flat, I can get a very small straight line and it ends up almost looking like I'm doing a wing situation, almost like a cat eye sort of situation, but it's much more subtle. And so I love this brush for doing this to my eyes. Now I could take this brush and put some underneath, but since it's daytime, I'm not going to do that. I'd just rather leave it kind of fresh and open. So here's one of my favorite parts. I get to do my Epic mascara. So I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes. And I have been using the lash serum that they sent me in my package. That came with my presenter kit, you know. And my eyelashes they seem to be just way longer than they ever used to be, and I don't even use it real faithfully. So I would suggest that. And if you do get a kit, I believe it comes in it. I don't know if it comes in the standard kit. It probably comes in the deluxe kit. And it may still come in the standard kit. I'm not sure. I'd have to look at it again. So, one cool thing is this business is really challenging me to, you know, kind of step outside of my box. which is, I think, excellent. So I actually yesterday was working on finding a way to be able to invoice people, okay? And I was in accounting, okay? Just a little bit. Accounts receivable and accounts payable a long, long time ago. And I've done billing and things like that in the past. But I never had to create invoices, like, as in find a program to make them and figure out all the details. So that was pretty interesting yesterday, and it really challenged me. I wasn't sure if I could do it, and by the end of the day, I had figured it out. And I don't know, they talk about empowerment and all that, and I just think there's nothing more empowering than actually doing something. Not just saying that I can do something, but actually doing the thing. It's not always possible, and you have to be able to accept failure sometimes, because that can be helpful to you too. You can learn from that. It has its place, but it is so nice sometimes to just win a little bit, you know? I probably shouldn't talk while I do my mascara, but so there's my Epic. Now this isn't the fiber mascara. That brings me to my next thing I was going to talk about. I'm hoping to get to try that. It comes back in stock next week. And I am going to, this is the first time ever that I've done this. I know a lot of presenters do this. I am going to open up a pre-order for anyone who would like to try the fiber mascara. I'm going to place my order on June the 1st. So what happens there is my preferred method of payment is going to be through Facebook. They use PayPal. So it's real easy for me to send you an invoice, and you are able to, through Messenger, send me payment. So I love that we could handle it that way. I think that would be the easiest way to do it. And what I'll do is I'll open up a pre-order list of people, and I will order the 4D mascara on the 1st, pre-order it, and what I'll do is I'll order it in bulk, as in like whatever customers are wanting it. So say I get 10 people that want me to get the mascara for them, I'll get on there and order for them, and you won't have to pay any shipping if I can do it that way. So we'll do that, and I will post something. It'll probably be tonight, because it'll just be, we'll be open for pre-orders today and tomorrow, and I'll place the order tomorrow evening. So you'll have a good 24 hours to decide if the 4D is something that you would want to try. And I can probably order other stuff on there too. I know I have a $300 max per order. So if you're looking for one of the packages or bundles or something like that, maybe that wouldn't be the best idea. Which you should probably browse the website yourself anyway. It's always best, especially if you live kind of far, to just go on the website and make your purchase from there, because it'll come straight to you and you have all the info. You get the email, the confirmation, the shipping information, all that stuff. But for the mascara pre-order thing, that pre-order will be priority when it gets back in stock. And so that's why I'm planning on doing that. Give you guys the opportunity to get your hands on the 4D as soon as possible. It may take a little bit of time to get it. It comes in stock next week, and I don't know, it might take a week and a half or something for me to get them all. But pretty much as quick as you possibly can. The very quickest way is to order the presenter kit, because they have the mascaras in them, and there's no waiting, and there's no, it's out of stock kind of thing, or whatever. It's in the kit, And I was so tempted to just get a kit for myself, just so I could get the 4D right away. So if you're like in a hurry and you would really like to have it like ASAP, that'd be the way to go. You have your basic presenter kit that's $100, and then your deluxe kit that's $200, and it's so full of all kinds of good stuff. And you don't really have to do the sales if you don't want to. A lot of people buy it just for the discounted makeup because you get a good deal on the makeup that you're getting. But anyway, that's just a suggestion. But I'm going to be doing the pre-order thing. And I'll have a post this evening. And let me look at my cheat sheet here, because I wrote down everything that I was going to do. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. So I think that's everything I was going to talk about. Yesterday I was working really hard on my business page, like I said, and so I asked that everybody would share my page and send some invites to like the page and stuff. And the more people I can get on my business page, the better, because that way there'll be a lot of people that have the option to do the party hosting, because that's a good way to get free or discounted makeup. And I can set up a party host. I'd have availability for, I think, up to I want to say 10 party hosts or something in a month, to set them up, because we have the dates and all that stuff. And so the more people I can get on my page, the more people that would be able to host parties and get some cheaper or free makeup. So that's awesome. But I got some new likes on my page, which I was super excited about. And it's those small victories, I really felt yesterday that I had accomplished something. It was great. I mean, I accomplished a lot of other things outside of Younique, because I do have a job, and I was doing that, planning for a weekend day trip for the kids at church. But I was also able, still on my couch, to work on my business. And so I'm just really enjoying this whole thing. And I hope that you'll do me a favor and share the page. And by the way, it really helps me for you to comment on these videos. If you're not comfortable with sharing the page or whatever, comments on the videos, just small ones, will actually boost the posts back up to people's news feed, so they start seeing it again. And it would be super helpful if you guys would do that. And also, remember, I'm reminding you, suggestions for new videos, I would love to have them. So let me know, even if it's something a little crazy. Worst case scenario, I say, okay, I don't have any health insurance, so I can't do that. Because, I'm not going to, take a bottle of Younique and, jump off a cliff with it and see if it survives or whatever, I'm not talking that crazy. But make your suggestions, because I enjoy doing stuff like that. I think it would be really fun. So, anyway, I don't think there's anything else. No. Love you guys. I'll see you next time, okay? And be on the lookout for that post tonight for the pre-order, okay? Get on that list. If you want the 4D mascara, I will pre-order it for you, and you'll get it as quickly as possible. So, love you guys. Goodbye. See you next time. Bless.